Hey everyone, so I'm back, and again, like I told you, TikTok just loves to throw this filter at me. Well, whatever. I'm not changing it. It's just going to stay there because I'm not going to restart my video because then I'll just get distracted like I did in my last video. Mr. Grinch. Apparently, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas is going to be in theaters out here. So apparently, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas is going to be a musical out here. That's kind of cool. Can't afford it, but hey, that's kind of cool. Well, anyways, what I really wanted to talk about in my last video and got distracted by an electrolyte drink, who stayed up all night last night to watch the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul match. I was so disappointed when I found out they were going to be the last match last night. So we had to go through 4 different matches with other people before we got to them. And it was kind of smart of them to do that because if they put Mike Tyson and Jake Paul first, people wouldn't be still viewing. They'd be like, oh, it's done and over with, because that's all people wanted to watch was the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson match. Now, for those of you that know Mike Tyson, saw him boxing before in his youth. He started when he was 18 years old in 1985, retired in 2005. He was 39 years old when he retired from boxing. 39 years old. Now, how many of us can actually say we could do that? We can't. I mean, like my husband said, he's going to have to go to work the day of his funeral. But for those of us that have seen Mike Tyson fight and box, we know the man can box. He's a legend. He's our Iron Mike. He spent 20 years in his boxing career. But last night, Mike Tyson may be up there in age, almost senior citizen, whatever. Just something about that did not sit with me. Like, seriously, when I was watching, once we finally got to Mike Tyson and Jake Paul after 11 o'clock, I was watching Mike Tyson and how he was moving. And people are going to say, well, he's old. Of course he's going to be moving like that. No. It seemed like it was staged. It seemed like it was rigged to get Jake Paul to win the match. That right there disgusts me because I was watching many times and the way Jake Paul was just kind of swinging his arms around, Mike Tyson had many times that he could cuff him one right upside the head. Seriously. He had multiple times he could cuff him upside the head. And Jake Paul doing the measuring to see how far he had to punch to get Mike Tyson, and then he got called out on that. He was trying to cheat his way through the match. Now, my thing is I believe it was rigged because they both wanted to do a knockout of each other, but we never saw a knockout. Jake Paul was not able to knock Tyson out. Now, if Tyson was as tired and weak as everybody said he was, how did Jake Paul not knock him out? Because it was rigged. There was no knockout because Jake Paul did not get a chance to knock Tyson out. No way in hell. But here's the thing. The longer Tyson kept Jake Paul in that ring and didn't do a knockout, the more he made money. The more they both made money, but Tyson was making money keeping Jake Paul in that ring with him. No knockout. I watched how Mike Tyson was holding up his gloves. And it seemed like, and a lot of people have said it seemed like he was biting his gloves. It was as if he was saying, okay, I can't swing like I want to. It seems like he was told and he agreed to it that he can't do certain things just so Jake Paul win. Now, I've seen Tyson fight, box, whatever you want to call it. Seen that man box. What we saw last night was not our Iron Mike. And you're going to say, yeah, he's 54 years old. The man's been training. He's been training. And when he was training, he was fighting. He was boxing a hell of a lot better than he did last night. When I was looking up online, it was leaked that the whole match was actually scripted. That it was scripted. Look it up if you don't believe me. It was scripted, which means it was rigged. Tyson had multiple times that he could have cuffed Jake Paul upside the head, and he didn't take it. And the way Jake Paul was bouncing around, like my husband said, like a little fairy, he should have had an ample opportunity to punch him. But did we notice that Jake Paul bounced back like a mile away from Tyson, but yet when Tyson backed up, he only did a couple steps back? That's boxing. Boxing is not running around the ring like a little fairy, okay? We're not Tinkerbell. And that's what Jake Paul was doing. In my opinion, Jake Paul needs to get back to just doing his YouTube content. Did he get bored during the pandemic and say, I want to become a boxer? Yeah, he was training before the pandemic started, but his first boxing match was in 2020. Did he get bored and say, you know what, I don't want to do content creating, I want to be a boxer? Okay, like I said to my husband, I go, okay, I don't want to be a content creator. What do I want to be? I go, I want to be a mafia boss. So does that mean I could be a mafia boss? Because I just don't want to do content creating? I don't want to be YouTubing and whatnot? But seriously, Jake Paul, it's bad enough my husband and I both have to tell people we're not related to him because our last name is Paul. Yeah, I don't announce my name on TikTok, but a lot of people already know me because of my podcast, and everybody knows me because of my YouTube channel. A lot of people already know my last name is Paul. I am not related to him at all. We are not related to Jake Paul. But seriously, Mike Tyson should have won that match last night. And what I found funny was the 2-minute rounds that Mike Tyson agreed to. I thought they should have been 3 minutes. They should have been 3 minutes. Just like everybody else, 3 minutes. The only ones that get to 2 minutes are the females. Which don't even get me started on that one. That dumb bitch that freaking headbutted that one. Who was it? Sereno? The Puerto Rican one? Yeah. That's got to be hurting today. Seriously. That was gashed open. But let's not get distracted by that match. But I will continue to say that it was rigged. Jake Paul's going to go around bragging that he whooped Mike Tyson's ass in the ring when all he did is he won from whooping a 54-year-old man's ass. Oh, you're cool, Jake Paul, that you can beat a 54-year-old almost senior citizen. Yeah. It's not something to brag about, but I think it was rigged. And we're never going to find out if it was rigged, but everybody that watched it will probably agree with me. It did look rigged. It did. So, let me know how you feel in my comments. I'll see y'all later. So, bye for now.